This is BXCR Part 2, Grumpy Old Men.
And the battle begins. Fight!
Here I backdash and then do a random palm and get a hit. I don't know if random palms are safe against Gen or not, but one of the reasons why I do random palms that way is you'll notice that I'll backdash and throw a fireball, backdash and do a demon flip, and backdash and do a palm. The response that people usually have to demon flips or to fireballs is to jump. If they jump on reaction to a random palm, a lot of times the palm just catches them. Either they walk forward or they jump, and by the time they realize that it's a palm, it's too late, and I score the hit. I get that even on characters where it's bad to do random palms. Ultimately, it's probably harder to punish a random palm than it is to punish a random jump, so it's not like the worst thing you can do. Unless you're fighting Ryu and he's got 2 bars and an ultra, then you're going to feel like a bonehead.
Win! Who will come out on top? Fight! Hadouken! 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 And with that, Hadouken!
Earlier I was talking about how readily BXR goes to throws. Watch this. He threw me right there after my bait setup that I like. I like to back throw and then do a jumping hard kick, and then when I land, usually somebody likes to reversal, or I get a throw, or I'll go for crouching hard punch into EX palm, depending on what I think they're going to do. Right there I went for crouching hard punch into EX palm, and I was late. I didn't do it fast enough, and he threw me on wake up. But you can see that if I had not been late, that attempt at throwing me on wake up would have gotten drilled by crouching fierce punch into EX palm into medium punch palm, or whatever I wanted to end with. So even though I screwed up right there, it's a good example of how when people are really aggressively trying to throw you, that they're giving you openings for huge damage. The same thing if you notice that somebody's jumping away from you a lot on their wake up. I've seen lots of players do that where they're like, they don't want to have anything to do with back throw. They're tired of trying to tech that late timing, and they just jump away a lot. If you see somebody jumping away a lot and you put them in a position where they're in kind of a wake-up situation, like after hard kicking them out of the air with back throw or knocking them down, you can walk up, crouching fierce punch into EX palm, and if they try to jump, they're going to get killed.
Pull out all the stops. Fight! Hadouken! There it is. The first hit. Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
With this fireball, I gain super. Okay. Once I hit super, all I'm thinking about right now is countering him into super. And what ends up happening is, if I had just kept playing the way that I've been playing with decent zoning and some pokes, I probably would have just finished the round. But because I was going specifically for counters, and trying to get counter into super, look how much he came back. You know, he came back half my bar. I do that too much, where I'm fishing for counters in order to land super, and that's good. But take it as it comes. Don't try to set it up. If you're trying to set up counters, then you're going to take unnecessary damage, guaranteed. But this is interesting. Watch this combo right here. That is the heaviest damage combo that Goken can do without EX. It's neutral jump fierce into standing fierce into hard kick Tatsu. It's not a combo that I use very often because it doesn't work on everybody, but I know that Gen's got a Tatsu receptive hitbox. Like you can Tatsu him after EX Palm, and in that case you can do that. Whereas if I tried that against Guile, it would whiff, because of the way that Guile's hitbox reacts to getting hit by standing fierce punch. Now here Gen jumps in for medium kick to hands, and watch. I counter the medium kick after blocking the hands. I'm not sure, I don't think that that is a, that's a block string where you're in block stun and you can keep on going. Oops. But even if it is a block string, I bet it's difficult to keep it up as a block string. Even when they combo, they miss sometimes. So when you're getting hit by that, counter is a really good option. You've countered him a few times, he may come up with different solutions to it. Like I believe BXCR was hitting me with crouching roundhouse quite a bit in response to me doing that. But it's just really solid against Gen, and it removes a lot of his pressure options. So he has a tough time getting inside, and then once he gets inside, your counter is kind of a looming threat in the background that he has to keep on his mind.
Are you ready? Fight! Here I go! Here I go! Cannot stop me!
This is kind of funny. Watch this string here. He jumps. I've been doing this string where I end with standing medium kick, and if he jumps or walks forward or tries a move, then he's going to get hit by the standing medium kick. But I felt like I was going to the well too often with it, and I'd stop, and he'd jump anyway. So I was really kind of tricking myself out of the damage by mixing up my attack. There's a school of thought where you keep using something until it doesn't work anymore. Here I wasn't necessarily doing that, but I could have scored a lot more damage if I was. Just keep using it until your opponent shows you that he's not going to get hit by it anymore, and then you switch to something else. I don't know. Nothing works all the time. So. Watch this back throw combo I use here, palm into super. That's actually something that I've started doing pretty recently, like in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I never really thought about it before, but if I had super and I didn't have ultra, I would always just do a raw super after back throw. And then I was fooling around with it just recently, and I noticed that palm into super does more damage from back throw. It's like 50 more damage, depending on which palm you use. The light punch palm is the easiest. I use the medium punch palm because it's not terribly difficult. The fierce punch palm is pretty hard, and there's only a 10 damage difference between each palm. But I actually land. I think it's a lot easier to land than raw super as well, because you don't have to time it to land that first hit. If you get the palm out at all, it's going to combo and then cancel into the fierce punch super. So I think that's something that pretty much every Goken should be doing if they back throw into if they back throw and they're going to go for super, hit them with the palm first. Look at these whiffed throws here. I was just criticizing someone on the Goken boards the other day, saying that Kara back throw is pretty pointless because it doesn't increase my range enough. And then here I am whiffing back throws on YouTube.